there has been a murder. And we're not talking about the game Clue and not necessarily talking about Drake, but we're talking the Kansas City Chiefs. Were absolutely decimated, pantsed in public by the Philadelphia Eagles. It was horrendous. And one of the most crazy stats of the night was the fact that the Eagles did not blitz once and bring pressure. It was essentially their four-man rush, that defensive line that absolutely pummeled the Kansas City Chiefs pass protection, offensive line, whatever you want to say. Wow. Crazy to see. I watched the whole game because I know it's going to be a while till football again. But we're not here to talk the Super Bowl. We're here to talk about the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, they got a pleasant surprise when it comes to this forecast for next season. So let's jump into it. You guys know my name is Aaron, on the daily pushing out Patriots content, the people just like you who can't get enough Patriots football. So do me a favor, hit the subscribe button. It'd mean the world to me. Hit the like button and comment below. First question for you, and we're going to be talking about this towards the end of the episode, is simple. Running back, New England Patriots, Ramondre Stevenson, or you want to see someone else back there? Let's hear it. Comment below. So let's jump right into it. The good news for the New England Patriots is jumping into the way too early, and I'm going to tell you, I'm a sucker. I am an absolute sucker for that too early, whether it's college football, NFL, whatever it is, too early power rankings. Now we're going to jump into it. This is from ESPN. They have, of course, Kansas City Chiefs because they are in love with the Kansas City Chiefs, and each team has a description of what they need to work on. I'm not going to go through every team. We're going to fly through it real quick, but again, Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, wild to think, yes, the Eagles do have a handful of free agents, but understand they got a lot of talent returning. A lot of talent. So it's crazy to think they're not even in the top three. So you got the Chiefs, no surprise. Bills, no surprise. Lions, doesn't surprise me that they're up there as well. And then you have the Eagles, literally just won the Super Bowl. Wild. Crazy to think. Baltimore Ravens up there. Commanders, I personally think the Commanders are too high, as well as the Packers. Chargers, I think they're going to get a lot of help for Justin Herbert. Like I said, we're going to fly through this. Cincinnati Bengals, what are they going to do, as we've talked about with T. Higgins moving forward? Minnesota Vikings, what the heck are they going to do at quarterback? J.J. McCarthy, Sam Darnold. Houston Texans, I think they took a little step back, it seemed like, this year. But what they really need offensively is, one, to stay healthy. Two, what other weapons can they give C.J. Stroud? LA Rams, what are they going to do filling the hole for Cooper Kupp? I think they'll do a good job. They've done a good job when it goes to the draft, especially on the defensive side of the ball. 49ers, I think the 49ers are going to they're going to make a big turnaround. I know a lot of people are saying what it seems like their team's falling apart. Debo wants to trade Brandon Ayuk earlier in last season. No, I think they're going to be fine, and this doesn't surprise me. Denver Broncos moving forward, I think more weapons for Bo Nix defensively. I think they have some assets there, but the big thing is they are in a very tough division. Again, the Chargers were in the playoffs. Chiefs were in the playoffs. They were in the playoffs. It's a tough division. Now you have Pete Carroll for the Raiders. A lot of great coaches in that division. Seahawks, yeah, whatever. Tampa Bay, they're going to be back. I think there's a chip on Baker Mayfield's shoulder. What the heck are the Steelers going to do? Apparently, they are not moving on with Russell Wilson. Dallas Cowgirls, all about Jerry Schottenheimer. Maybe he's going to prove everyone wrong as head coach. Falcons, the Michael Penix show. Is he going to be able to run that very young offense to success in a division that is underwhelming, to say the least? We're still going Miami Dolphins, in the division. We'll see what the heck happens with them. Cardinals, again, I think their division was down this past year, but I think they still have a lot of potential, especially with some young talent there. Chicago Bears, Lord knows they need to do what the Patriots need to do and build the offensive line. You watched that game this year where the Patriots beat them. I believe that was 19-3. Their offensive line looked like it was from a Pop Warner league. It was bad. Indianapolis Colts, the big question is, hey, you didn't fire your coach moving in. What changes are you going to make? Again, I think that's on the defensive side of the ball, as well as the big thing is you got to put weapons in place. So for someone like Anthony Richardson, who else are you going to add to that team on the offensive side of the ball that's going to help him out? And now we finally make it to the New England Patriots at 24. Now, the reason I say this is a pleasant surprise is because a lot of us look at the league, and a lot of people said this past year, Patriots are going to be the first overall pick, that they're that bad. And they were on that track until they had to beat the Bills at the end of the season. And so the worst, if not one of the worst teams easily in the league this past year. But the reason this is a pleasant surprise is because the narrative in New England is trending in a positive direction. If we look at the teams below this, besides the Panthers, besides the Jaguars, all these other teams that are just absolutely in shambles right now, they are all in the same boat where they need a quarterback. Titans, quarterback. Giants, quarterback. Browns are going to need a quarterback. Jets, who's replacing Rodgers? Quarterback. Raiders, they need a quarterback. Saints, quarterback. Jaguars, you got Lawrence, and then you got Bryce Young right here. But the reason the Patriots are moving up in this narrative of, hey, they're getting in a better spot, not only Mike Vrabel, but again, having that quarterback in place of Drake May, being, hey, he's solidified, he is our future, and we're building around him. A lot of these other teams are at square one, where the Patriots were when Bill Belichick left. What the heck are we going to do? We need a quarterback. We need someone leading this team on the offensive side of the ball and just in general. Boom, draft Drake May. Best pick, hands down, last year. And so the narrative for the Patriots is going up and up. And I think it's possible that it will only look better for the Patriots after this offseason. Again, most cap space, some solid draft picks. Again, the Patriots, if the Patriots so choose, and they do a good job, which I think under Mike Vrabel, they will, this narrative will continue to get better and better for them. And again, a lot of these teams below them, so the Saints, the Raiders, the Jets, all these teams, again, they could surprise a lot of people. But again, I think they are easily a year behind the Patriots when it comes to essentially, hey, we're going to rebuild. We got to start over. And we know, sure, you look at a team like the Commies, the Commanders, and they really surprised a lot of teams by making the playoffs this year with a rookie quarterback. And that's possible, but it's not probable. It's the past. You've seen it with Jaden Daniels. You've seen it with also, CJ Stroud. But we have to understand this quarterback class sucks. So last year, again, I've said it once, I've said it twice, I'll say it again. Last year's quarterback draft class could go down as one of the best ever. One of the best ever. Again, we have years to go to assess that. But again, this is good news for the Patriots. Again, their narrative, I think collectively, it's one of those things for the franchise where it's, hey, things are looking up. And as a fan base, we need to take that in as well. Now, also jumping in, I asked you at the top of the episode, hey, running back wise, Ramondre Stevenson or someone else. Now, apparently the Patriots, and this is a possibility, always a possibility in the draft. You know, there's teams that always make surprising picks. And this year, if you've heard me say it once before, again, just like what I said, the other thing I said as well about the last year's quarterback class, but this year is a pretty deep running back class. Quarterback, not so much this year. Running back, a lot of deep running backs. Now, also, you have seen in years past, there's a lot of running backs that have been picked in the later rounds that have been very successful. Look at Pacheco with the Kansas City Chiefs. He's a prime example of, hey, you can get quality running backs at a later round. Now, this right here is Cam Skattebo. If you watch the Texas-Arizona State playoff game, it was honestly the most enjoyable playoff game I watched this whole season. There's a lot of blowouts. This one was back and forth, exciting. I thought Arizona State was going to win. A lot of people didn't think they shouldn't have been in the playoff, just based on, I mean, technically they won the Big 12, but a lot of people thought, hey, they had two not great losses, shouldn't have been in there, but they have this guy who's an absolute dog in Cam Skattebo, Norwegian name, fun fact for you. But anyways, linked to the Patriots, again, he could come in and he's someone I truly believe who could take starting time away from a running back. Again, Ramondre Stevenson, a lot of issues with fumbles. The big question is Mike Vrabel, Josh McDaniels, what are they going to talk about going into this season with the running back committee and what it's going to look like? again, I want to jump into in Scattaboo. What I love about Scattaboo, let me say this: hard-nosed runner, almost like a fullback at running back, but able to move north and south hard, will put a shoulder down, but can move east and west. And gosh, he has grit. I love that word right there. That defines him. But looking at this list, even down the way, Dylan Sampson from Tennessee, that would be a steal in a later round. 2 Michigan running backs, Mullins, who ended up coming in and getting more reps than Edwards, and then as well Donovan Edwards. Again, these are projected lower round picks, or lower round, so rounds 5, 6, possibly even 7, and they have a lot of potential. And so again, Scattaboo will be interesting. We'll see based on ESPN. So overall, he's ranked 75th. So we will see moving forward how the narrative with him, especially as things move forward from the combine and all these different things. And so what's your thought? Running back change for the Patriots? Yay or nay? You like someone like Cam Scattaboo? Do you like someone else that potentially could be drafted? And my son's just walking into the room. Hold on just a second, buddy. So anyways, we will talk. Hey, but give me 1 second. We will talk later. My name's Aaron. Hit the subscribe button. Let me help my 2-year-old. You guys rock. Peace.